Going on, guys? It's Cody from Phat Kids Gaming, and today we are on episode 11. My plans are to make a nice little addition to our iron farm by adding in a mob grinder that is toggleable. So what that means is it will have a place for the mobs to drop, and then their drops will go into a chest automatically, and then I can convert it, flip of a switch, and make it into an XP grinder. So I did an overnight AFK session on the iron farm, and here's what we have to show for it. And that is looking pretty good. Alright, let's get to work. Alrighty, so in a fit of optimism, I realized I have absolutely no blocks, and I'd like to build this out of cobblestone to make it nice and simple and easy. I have also decided it might be a good idea to use these 30 levels before I go, and enchant this diamond pick. Looks like we have efficiency 4 on this level 30. And that's all we got. Unfortunate, but it will do, that's for sure. Alright, let's go gather some cobblestone. So after taking quite the hefty amount of damage onto the pick, I decided that I'm just going to use this because of how fast it was. I've gathered this much cobblestone, and I decided to make another pick because I noticed this efficiency 4. So let's run up and grab the lapis because I forgot that. And let's see what we can get on this other one. 2, 3. Go on down here. And efficiency 4 again. Alrighty. So for those of you that don't know, the elytra can actually be repaired using leather. I just went out and killed some cows from the little thing. And you can actually use this leather to repair your elytra. So until we get a mending book, which is relatively rare, and we may have to actually fish for it, unfortunately, that's how we're going to be repairing that. Alright, so we're in the redstone testing world, and this is the design I have come up with. So, with the flick of a switch, we can switch this into XP mode, where we can just, punch all the things, and we get their drops and such, and basically we want the XP out of this. Then we can flick it to this, and everything will instead drop 30 blocks down here, where they will hit this platform, where there's hoppers that will lead into chests, where we can get our items. Alright, so the way I've designed this is to be anti-spider. So let's go right on in here. And when I'm gonna let you guys see. Alright, so when we're in here, all these platforms have a slab in the center so that spiders cannot spawn on them. And then the trapdoors just make this a little bit more efficient because mobs think that they can walk on this, and when they walk on it, they hit the water instead, and they go on down the chute. So this is a very efficient design, and I think it's exactly what we're going to build. The actual chute will not be half slabs like this. I just wanted to see it actually working from the outside. And over here we have a safety measure because zombies could track and come up here. So by flicking the switch, we can stop zombies from attacking us as we are AFKing over here. Alright, let's get to building. After gathering some much needed supplies, making the sticky pistons we need for our build, getting more dirt so that we can scaffold everywhere, and getting more cobblestone because it's obviously what the build requires, let's head on over to the iron farm. And I think what we're going to end up doing is building it over here on this side. So if we get on over here, we'll build the mob farm over here, because over here I'd like to make it so that there's some automatic like regular farms like pumpkins, melons, wheat, and that kind of stuff under the water. I think that would look really cool over here. Plus, just by being in this area, everything would be fully automatic. So over here we'll build the mob farm, and I think I will end up time-lapsing the build. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, so the main frame of this thing's completed, but as per usual, there's always something weird going on in Minecraft. So the issue right now as to why nothing's spawning is you have light level 0 in most places, but not in this kind of place, where there's still technically light. So what we actually have to do is go back out of here and get more water buckets, and we have to replace those water blocks in their new 0 lighted state. So I'm going to do some testing and such and get this thing fixed up so that it's actually working. This slow machine is actually starting to work. So I've just AFK'd here for about a half an hour, and here's what we had to show for it. Not too bad for our needs, it's absolutely perfect. So we can now AFK and get some of these items here, and we have the iron and such. So I think this is a very successful build. I enjoy it, it's good, looks good. Let's figure out what we're gonna do next. I think we can go visit Sahin's house. Now I believe he said, compared to my house over here, that he's somewhere over here in mountains, and he's stuck between a ton of them. Like he's in between like 4 mountains, and his house should be in the center of them. So let's check around here. No? I want to see what he has done. Maybe it's these mountains? That looks like a house. Sheen's Love Shack. Ah, beautiful. As you can see, he hasn't done too much yet, but he has done some fine decorating. He's gotten to iron, so he's getting somewhere. We're a little bit farther than the other guys, just because I play so much more. But it looks absolutely beautiful in here. What a great place to build. This is beautiful. I think we're going to end today's episode here. We have built the mob grinder, added some torches along the bay here to kind of stop some spawning potential mobs over there and just kind of get them more centralized around here. That's what we have right now, so it's not a lot, but it's working. It's toggleable, and I think that will take up most of the episode.